Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everybody who hits that like button, shares the information for the collective, helps people get through the month, understand the energies and what's going on for them and what they're feeling and experiencing. So also, as I grow the channel, I can bring more and more information to you on a more regular basis. So thank you for that support. We are here to talk about the Sagittarius lunar full moon eclipse that's happening. Wow, that's a mouthful. So there is a lot happening here, guys, and we're going to be talking about a few different aspects. We'll be pulling some cards for you. And also it looks like I'm going to get to be able to do all the other readings for the month and get them out for the month of June. So that'll be good. More and more coming out for you. For the fire signs, earth, water, air signs, there'll be individual readings, which will be good. But here we'll talk about the Sagittarius super full moon. Whoa, and it's a lunar eclipse. So it is very, very, very powerful. As you know, full moons bring completion and closure. It also, because it brings things to light. Okay, so what's happening is everything's intensified. Eclipses are also what I call wild cards. So anything can happen. Big changes. I kind of like to think of it like, experience it like an energetic tornado coming through. And we don't know where or how that tornado is going to hit, or whether misses hit us, or, you know, shake things up. It shakes things up. So there is going to be big revealing energy, shining a big full moon super light on everything and anything you need to see and hear, and completion and endings, because this is a major pivot point. Okay, and there's nothing more like the Sagittarian energy to walk in the room and shake it up. Okay, change it, shake it up, and activate. Okay, inspire you to explore, to see more, do more, create more. It's very visualizing energy, Sagittarian energy. It's the seeker of truth. It's the seeker that goes out beyond the horizon and sees what's beyond and comes back and shares it with the village, with the town. It's that energy. So this is an energy that's going to be doing this within everybody on some level, depending where it falls in your chart individually, which we'll talk about a little bit in a minute, and where it will hit you and in what area. But this is a big full moon. It is at the peak of letting go, and it is about letting go of the old. We're still having the crumbling of our foundations, which started in 2020, right through 2020 to 2023. So we're still having these major bringing down of our foundations, of our systems, of our belief systems. This is the awakening, okay? And Sagittarius energy does come in. It wants to set you free. And it's setting you free from all these boundaries, all these restrictions, all these belief systems. And it's the seeker of truth and inner truth, natural law, okay, natural cycles, okay. In the tarot, it's the Temperance card. It's pouring one cup into another, keeping balance and patience, but it is about the big picture here, the future. It's always seeking growth, freedom, going beyond, expansion, taking leaps of faith, keeping flow, always moving. It's a fire sign. It has the drive, the passion to keep moving and flowing within you, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. So this energy is going to come in and awaken you on a spiritual level. And it is awakening you to move and push you forward and expand you beyond your current who you are, the I am presence of who you are, your belief systems, what you believe, and what your future is going to be. But also, you know, it's to challenge you with transformation. So, You are going to be pushed into a new spiritual level, whether you like it or not. And it's expanding you, sorry, I was going to say before, into that Aquarian quantum energy. You know, Sagittarian, some other signs, the more mutable signs and flexible signs, they love this quantum energy. They feel at home in this quantum energy because they have a freedom or feel a growth and expansion. So anywhere you have a set way you do something in your personality and your belief systems, if they are outdated, if they are not working for you, if you're having issues right now, that is the universe trying to tell you how you're doing this or how you believe this or how you're fixed in this is outdated, outgrown, not working, not solid for your future. And that's what Sagittarian energy comes in and awakens or brings news or brings the information, the insight, the foresight, the visualization for you to break through those old systems. So this is going to create a lot of turmoil. You know, we're going to go through it individually. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but just remember that the truth is coming out, whether it's the truth within you or it's a social or economic or government or structural or whatever it is, family issue, the truth is coming out. Truths will be revealed. There is no doubt about that. And the Sagittarian energy is, when we say freedom, it doesn't mean, oh, I want to be single, oh, I don't want to be attached to anything, but whatever they are in, they need a sense of freedom to grow. They have to feel a sense of constantly evolving or moving, okay? So that's why even in relationships, whether it's a career, a job, a lifestyle, a living, they need the understanding of, or the freedom or the space to feel they can keep growing or be themselves or connected to that expansion energy. So let's get into some, this is all about resetting and rebooting, all right? Anything that is meant to fall away will be falling away. Things will be coming to a head, whether you want it or not. If you can look at your natural chart, if you look at charts or your natal charts, wherever you have 5 degrees Sagittarius in your chart, whichever house that sits in, it'll show you what you're shedding, what you're letting go of. Sorry, my words this morning, wow. So a lot of belief systems are being shattered. There will be awakenings, epiphanies, breakthroughs in perception, and quantum leaps. Okay, so, and we always have, you know, for the spiritual people, you know, ancient information, gifts and talents being activated. So whatever's being moved away or created a space for you at the moment around this eclipse energy, which you're probably already feeling come in, you know, be very in tune with that. One of the things with Sagittarians, they are incredibly in tune because they're constantly feeling and seeking future. Okay, so they're always ahead. Around this eclipse though, we do have 6 mutable signs. We've got Jupiter in Neptune in Pisces, the Sun and Mercury and Venus in Gemini. So this is what this brings in for us, which is part of the awakening, a part of the epiphany, a part of the expanding is that actual lineup, because it's going to show you where things aren't quite so stable for you, and you're going to feel like things aren't stable because it's very shape-shifting energy, it's very creative energy. We step into that going beyond, expanding, creative energy with that lineup. And mutable signs, you know, they want the change, the fix, nothing stable. It's the freedom thing, you know, keep moving, growing, I'm not sure where I'm at. So that energy is there. And the other thing is, see where 2 degrees Pisces falls in your chart, because that will show you where you're going to experience a lot of confusion, emotional overwhelm, or flooding of emotion. So we are going to have this. So as I said, the energy is like a tornado that comes in and just shakes everything up for you, but it is expanding you. Don't remember that. And that 2 degrees Pisces, where that falls in your chart, you know, we get into the mystical, the intuitive. We're more tuned in to how we're really feeling. There could be also with that, for some people, recognition coming out for something or who you are, or people awakening or recognizing you that didn't, because it's reward and personal growth. So wherever that hits in your chart, whether even if it is emotional, it's all about your personal growth, but it's a very watery part. So we've got the very watery part of this eclipse, and then we've got the very flexible, shape-shifting, I want to get creative energy. But remember, this is a fire sign supercharged energy. So, you know, be careful with that Sagittarius. It can just rant, explode, particularly if they're feeling constricted or haven't got freedom of expression or growth, or to be creative or move towards their future. So just watch that energy. What else have I written down here? Actually find where 5 degrees Sag or Gemini is in your chart. They're the 2 houses that are actually activated by this eclipse, so have a look at that as well. You need a natal chart to have a look at that. Now, as I said, this energy, Sagittarian, is all about matters become in truth, so very definite, very defined. But we are going to be in this energy where Saturn's still in Aquarius. Things need to be done properly to succeed fully. And Saturn brings in this grounding that we need around this full moon energy, because it's just going to be so intense. Whatever's no longer in alignment, you will release. And we do have, this is the first of the 2 eclipses that will follow each other, and the next one's in December. So there's a reshuffling of our energies, of our thoughts, of our creations. A lot of dreams and plans that we have, we might put on hold, because we're getting into this creative energy where we're seeing the future, and all our belief systems are being shattered and changed and recreated and re-visualized and re-upgraded and and as you move and awaken to a higher spiritual level, your visions, dreams, and what you want changes. So as you can see, that's what I mean by a tornado of energy going on here, all about expansion. So there is a slight bit of confusion, but the Sagittarian energy wants to be set free within you, within all that. Freedom to be in the natural laws of evolution, the cycles, the creative energy, the expansive energy. So what will you manifest around this eclipse? What will be, and what you manifest in this eclipse will be expanded even bigger. I'm going to say that again. What you manifest and now create for your future will be expanded, made bigger. So if you've manifested a nice little vision here, it's going to be this big. So just remember that. And make sure you can handle it, and you've thought about all the systems that will come in around that. Excuse me, I'm getting a dry throat. So if truths come in, if it's to bring the changes, it's not to hurt you, it's not to victimize you, it's to awaken you, all right? It's the turning point that you need. I think in society, governments, government structures, foundations, systems, family systems, we are going to see more scandals, more corruptions, more truths, globally, things suddenly, okay? And this brings these changed and mixed messages, misunderstandings, and extremes. So this is why no reaction under this fiery energy of all this truth and expansion, because we don't feel grounded. Saturn's trying to ground us, but we don't feel grounded, because everything's changing in our realities and our belief systems and what we see in people, places, and situations. So just remember that. So it is a great time. Where are you investing your time and energy? Because you're going to be in a massive, massive co-creating, manifesting energy. That's going to be expanded even beyond and bigger than your actual visualization. So use it positively. If you need to reboot, reset, and step out, you know, go off grid, disconnect, turn the phones off, whatever it is for you, then make sure you do that. Because I won't say confusion, it's more of a fogginess, because we've got a lot of Neptune, Mercury, Gemini, mind body activation squaring Neptune here. You know, we're going into the higher, it's get out of the head, get into the higher source, the mystical, the higher self. So we're really tapping in big here. And that's what Sagittarius does. It can help you see the future. It can help you move to the future. It'll help you go another spiritual level. It might be a lot of dreams, day or night, or feeling like you need to meditate, or natural altered states. And I'm meaning natural, okay? When you feel you need to disconnect, check out, meditate, pray, get into I am presence, God I am presence, source I am presence, creator I am presence, whatever it is that you connect to, the God within I call it. And I'm not a religious person, but we are all connecting to this beautiful, divine, higher purity of energy and source. And that's where Sagittarius will take you, so that you can clean the slate. Okay, so and reconfigure, resynchronize, realign, reactivate your new future creation, because it is not attached to any of the old. It doesn't fit anymore. Even if we want it to, it is not sustainable for the future, the old paradigms, belief systems, and how we do things. So let's get down to it. I think I have, I'm going to be honest. I mean, relationships, in love, in business, in career, in groups, in associations, you know, socially, economically, you know, we could have these massive awakenings within that for ourselves and who we really are, because it's self-truth and what is your truth within your integrity. So it's the revolution, the big hippie revolution. And now we have that fire behind it to do it. But I did pull some cards earlier, and I'll pull some more. We've got the rebirth card. So that's exactly what Sagittarian energy is. Rebirth, expansion. Let's create new, let's see new. And what fell on that? Get creative. So rebirth and creativity, and interesting determination. The 16, which is a 7. 7's a spiritual awakening within relationships, or what you're connected to, or what love is to you, or joy is to you, or your future, or how you see you, or belief systems. And isn't it interesting, as I talked about, the I am presence, the God I am, the source I am, the higher power I am presence of absolute truth, not our truth, the truth that we're given from our higher consciousness. When we pray, meditate, all of those beautiful energies, which is to do with the natural laws, the natural cycles. And here we have visualization. So get creating, seeing the future, creating and co-creating the future in alignment with who you are within your I am presence. Okay? So, and you are all part, whether you like it or not, you're all here at this time to change humanity and to change and leap into this quantum shift into a paradigm that we've not lived in before, and we haven't certainly lived here at this spiritual energetic alignment. So it's all happening. Let's get some cards happening though. I've got a dry throat this morning. So a couple of things. Let's ask the cards about what messages need to come out for the collective for the Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse. It's a super moon, all right. What messages do we need to know? Is there anything we don't know? Ooh, flying out with too many cards straight up. So make sure, oh yes, big focus on our happiness. 10 of Cups, spell out. What makes you happy? What brings joy? And it's funny, I really feel, I mean, relationships are relationships. We have a relationship with everything. But look at this. It's all going to be about relationships. What you're in relationship, who you're in relationship to. There's awakenings, there's endings, there's changes. There is sudden turnarounds out of the blue. And it's because we need emotional balance. Okay? We need to do what works for us. This is the King of Cups. She, there's no gender with cards. He balances. He's emotionally balanced within himself, and he keeps emotional balance for the group, and he's very good for the group and good with advice and inner, but he's very connected to his emotions, okay? And he's all about seeing what keeps him balanced. What is his long-term happiness? What is his contentment? I've just been told, yeah, oh wow, 2 more cards, there they are. So anyone or anything that's working against you, that's not flowing with you, you thought they were, you thought it was good for you, you thought you were doing the right thing, anything that's not flowing with you, anyone, any who, that is going to be exposed. And for some of you, you know, it could be quite shocking because tornadoes reveal something we weren't willing to look at or didn't see within someone. And here's all the choices. See, that now that has made you review all of your choices. You're looking at all of your cups, sort of going, which one? What do I want now? Who am I now? What am I creating for my future? And it is up in the air. It's not in reality right now. So there's your awakening right there, where it makes you rethink, and then you put into action your new beginning. So we've got Pentacles here, which is a new path, starting anew, having a new awakening, epiphany and direction. But things need to be ended, changed, put in place, reconstructed, all right? And see, relationships again. There's going to be a lot of divine union. This awakening for a lot of people is going to awaken them to, whether this is a group, a lover, a twin, a soulmate, a soul family, a career, a direction, a spiritual, I'm hearing reconnection, I'll just say that. This is a very equal, balanced energy. So this eclipse is really, you know, who's putting in equally. I don't care if it's a friend, group, lover, your interaction within relationships, communication, whatever it is. These two are stepping up equally. They want to be there. They're not a need of each other. They're a union, a higher divine union. And that's what this eclipse is going to do. It's going to awaken something within you, or what you're attached to go to a higher divine union. Where it's much more balanced. There's something more to that, but I'll get there. Yeah, look, we do have the overwhelming, the epiphanies. It's a lot for process. This person's very overwhelmed. They're confused about their emotions. This person's had to step out, step to the side, and actually think about and process all their emotions. But we do have this reconnection or reaching out, or whether it's someone reaching out to you, people coming into you, or you know you're connected. They know a direction they want to connect to emotionally. It seems like there is, in between all this, we've got things working against us or people, places. Then we have these epiphanies, these new starts, this reconnection, overwhelm. Now I'm reaching out. Now there's conflict. So that's a very tornado energy. So energetic tornado energy, where we're not sure what's going on. Okay, a few messages coming through. For some of you, this is about an actual love relationship. It's your happiness. You've realized it's going to bring you emotional balance or some sort of connection, balance emotionally. You fought it, or others have fought it, or you weren't meant to go there. You're really re-looking. You want to make a new start. I do think you're going to come together, but it is very overwhelming. So it is going beyond where you currently went, pushing a level, going beyond a belief system, taking that leap of faith, standing up to, you know, like we all have those fears, and you finally push through your fear, and you are definitely reaching out to this person. Although you think, you either think it'll cause conflict with the person, or the person may reject you or something like that, which is the fear, but Sagittarius is going to be able to push you beyond that, the eclipse. Or you doing this will create conflict, and that's what you've been avoiding. But it's happening whether you like it or not. So there's no more denial, because the Sagittarius is about truth. Absolutely. There is a very strong message, and we're going towards relationships in general, whether they're work, love, or whatever, friendships, groups, associations. There is definitely a level where people have been, or where you're at, third parties, people you're in relationship with, have definitely been interfering and blocking, or you've been following them or connected to them, and you're over it, you're done, you want to break free. You're going to go very inward, because it's going to be shown to you who's not working with you, for you, who's not wanting the best for you, who's not allowing you freedom, who's not allowing you expansion to be who you are in your truth, in the I am presence of love, joy, and feeling connected. There is a lot of disappointment, rethinking, got to think about it, got to check out, I don't want to deal with anyone or anything. There's a little bit of a battle with this new beginning, or you might not like this feeling, this urge, this expansion that you have to face. But you do take action in it. This is something you've wanted to take action in, and you will take action in, whether it's a lover, a job, a partner, a group, a new creation, a new you. You're looking at your long-term future, joy, happiness, your abundance, what makes you happy, how you want to live your life, who makes you happy. Not that people make us happy, but you know, those connections where we want to become connected, and even within ourselves and others. This Tower moment, somebody, this is for some of you, not all of you. If someone's wanting to reach out to someone in love or connection, you are going to get or break through your fear or your level, or a misunderstanding, or get a redo, or you are. And the Tower card is the universe stepping in. This is happening. You're being pushed. You can't keep doing this. There's sudden change or a sudden urge to do it. And yes, it'll cause conflict for some, but it is the fated wheel of change. It was meant to happen universally. You were meant to do this, or break through this fear or barrier or belief or restriction within yourself, or the relationship or the connection. So I've kind of got to keep these messages as a collective so they fit a lot of people. So put it where it resonates. If it, you know, yeah, wow. A lot of you are moving on from groups, from a partner, from a situation, towards your happiness. You've decided the transformation's happening because you're done, you're burnt out, or it's not fulfilling, or people have blocked you or whatever, and you need to get this emotional balance back, and you are transforming. You've made the decision. It is going to be revealed to you who's not working with you or for you. Have made the decision, you are moving forward. You've been forced to go very inward. There's the inner hermit. You want to check out, okay? You want to take the new path, and people may be talking you out of it. If you have anyone naysaying negative, you need to tap into the I am presence of your truth. Not everyone else's truth, your truth. You are going to take action. Okay, the Queen of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter, takes actions, follows through. She says, you know what, I'm not going to be with struggle anymore, or fight, or defend myself in this. This is what I want. This is who I am. This is where I feel connected. This is where I feel alive. I'm taking action, and I am actually going to expand beyond my current horizons, my current level, my current thing. So this is getting ready to take that action. It's kind of like decided, definite. Okay, it is what it is. Let's say it's a hard issue. I love this person. It is what it is. That type of energy. For some of you, King and Queen of Wands here, divine counterparts. But this is only for some of you. This is a King and Queen of Wands divine counterpart coming together. So I don't even want to go there yet, but let's say you were a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. You could be teaming up with a twin, a divine union with a higher purpose. Just putting it out there. Look, you don't have to be those signs, or if you're connected to one of those signs, there's action. It's also just about taking action towards a divine or higher purpose or connection. And you're ready to do it. The Sagittarius, this is so Sagittarian, really. Look at him standing on the edge of the cliff, trying to look further beyond his horizon into the future, into more adventure, more growth. And it definitely is something that you feel will bring you stability, security, relationships, foundation, happiness, and joy, and security and abundance in that. It's been very overwhelming for you. And oh, Saggy, turning up in your Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse energy. Look at them bringing the tower for everybody, blowing up the tower, saying go build a new tower somewhere else. And time to do it, time to reach out, time to connect, or there's the romance, there's the love, there's the passion, there's the drive to do it. And the conflict, the fated wheel of change. Well, some of you will have people that will create conflict with, but I think this fated wheel of change is going to make you rethink everything and get you out of your head and stand in your true authentic self and what nurtures you. And by the way, you manifested this. There is something you have created or manifested this on some level. So that's pretty exciting. It is all about expansion. So I'll just pull a couple of these cards. How are we going for time? These cards are beautiful, and by the way, a big thank you. These cards I used before, the chakra cards, I think they're called. I was gifted them by a client, and they're absolutely beautiful. They are amazing. I'll put the link, or I'll put the name of the cards on underneath the bottom of the video. Very beautiful, and these are my other beautiful cards that I love. Full spectrum. Now there's very Sagittarius energy, full spectrum, everything being expanded, everything, you being at your fullest, at your awakened, at your, what do you call it? Like she's in full awakening and open to it, throat chakra, communication, that's truth coming out here. We've got third eye activation, which is all about your vision, your future, your creativity. Water element, the emotions. So emotions, definitely this full moon are going to bring us into a full moon emotional awakening, turmoil, cleaning, cleansing, and we're in full, it's exposed. The truth is out, full spectrum. Throat chakra and violet flame. So there is a cleansing, and there is a truth and a burning away. The violet flame is like a healing. It's connected to the awakening, the higher, the visual, the third eye, but it's also a very cleansing, very clearing, and it's going to clear communication. So even where you weren't getting messages from God, source, spirit, creator, that definitely is going to be activated. And we've got the third eye, which is your vision, what you see, what you know, what you thought you know, what you're creating, seeing the future, seeing things differently. And guess what? We're having a paradigm shift with the air card. Paradigm shift with the air cards. So, wow. And that's also like an alignment card. It's so beautiful. So a paradigm shift. Pineal perspective, higher conscious, high awakening is the third eye chakra, number 8, getting flow in that. Infinity, flow, reconnection, and under that paradigm shift. So, oh my gosh, everybody is getting their major awakening. And look at this, freedom, violet flame burning away, throat chakra, freedom burning away. Okay, so the freedom, there's the Sagittarius card. Our ancient futures coming through. So new information in that paradigm shift. So the old ways are out, the new ways are in. And we're trying to integrate all of the new information and burn away the old. And the full spectrum and the water, we have the earth star. So lots of grounding, stay grounded, and core of creation. What we believe, our belief systems, they're all they're all coming to the surface. So stay grounded, because it's really opening up into full exposure. The sound of the universe is coming through so that you can actually hear, see, feel the truth. Not other people's truth, your truth. A burning away, a clearing, so it sets you free. When you're free, when you're clear, then you can come up with your own reality, your own belief systems, your own, like it's expansion into quantum. We have a journey into wholeness, the I am presence, the who you were born, the divine spark of who you were born or where you were born from through God I am presence, all right, of you, when I mean God of you. The pineal gland will be activated, transformed, upgraded, downloaded, receiving. We will have a massive paradigm shift this Sagittarius lunar eclipse, super full moon, bringing a completion so that our ancient future, the future, can come in. That is the most beautiful ending to the reading about the spiritual awakening and the evolution and the expansion that we're about to go through into the Aquarian quantum energy, and the breaking down of our old paradigms and the shifting of our belief systems and how we believed that life should be. And we're standing up, we're voicing it, it's clear, it's in truth, it's in your truth, which then was in your pure integrity truth, and that is what's real. That's what connection is. Outside everything we've been shown to feel or shown to know, or so yeah, it is going to feel like a big disconnection, but remember, it's a reconnection, a cleansing, a reboot, a restart. So guys, I hope this helps. I hope it didn't get too out there for people, but it is all about expansion and awakening. So I hope this helps you for the month and around the Sagittarius lunar full moon super eclipse energy. Okay, take care. Bye. Thank you.